workshop is about personalities, personality styles, how we relate to people, how we learn to be the most effective communicators we can be. What we're going to do today is we're going to go through something that's called DISC. It's a basic personality profile system, if you will. It has some deep roots in a lot of the same things as Myers-Briggs, but it teaches you in a very short amount of time how to get to the essence of who people are so you can start to develop some strategies around how to be the most effective with them. So let's talk about the actual personality styles and what they mean. That high D personality, those folks sitting over there, raise your hands. All you high Ds? Good to meet ya. All right, the D personality is outgoing and task-oriented. If you've got someone in your life like this, it's good. They can be dominant, decisive, direct. You notice all the words begin with D. It's convenient how this works. They love to delegate, but they very often don't. Because one of the pitfalls of a D is they think they can do it better than anyone else around them, and that no one else will do it to their standards. And therefore they don't delegate, and they bring on more and more to themselves, and then they get really angry at times that the people around them don't know how to do it well enough. And so my advice to Ds is let it go a little bit. A little bit of let people make some mistakes and help them along the way, and you'll have less to do, and you can do more of what you want to do, which is not the detail stuff. Hillary Clinton is also a very high D. But it's interesting the difference between how people regard her and somebody like the Donald. She's aggressive, right? All of the words that we don't like to hear about strong women. It's not assertive, she's aggressive. The I personality, hello ladies, you're being so cooperative here too. Usually I's, when you get them together, they just start talking to each other and giggling. It must be the after lunch thing. Have some chocolate, you'll feel better. They're the inspiring type. They influence people, they can be influential, they can also be very impulsive and insincere. They'll instigate things but won't follow through. Can often be impersonal. They're who people. They love to meet people, but 3 seconds after they meet you, they forget your name. The I's are the party girls and guys of the world. They're always looking for the next fun thing to do. They're the first people to jump up and dance when Ellen turns on the music. In the workplace, if you need somebody to be going out to networking events, meeting people, and as we call it, hooking them and throwing them up on the deck so other people can close the sales, that's your I. In a sales force, that's the function of the I. You can't expect that person to then follow through and close the sale and not get the contract completely wrong, because their attention to detail is very lacking. What do the personality styles bring to the table, and how do we work through this so that we get to yes? Because ultimately all of this is about how do I adapt my personality style so that I can be effective in communicating with someone else. Now let's practice. That gives you an example of what we're going to be doing. So what I'd like to do is within your groups, if you can just count off by fours, just 1, 2, 3, 4, do that. Among your groups, where do the D's end? Right here? Are you D's or C's? C's. You're C's. Okay, so just count off among yourselves. If I were you and I were trying to come up with this stuff, what would I be looking for? Non-emotional and calm. You think that's necessary? Mm-hmm. Why did you think that was necessary? Remind them, right? You have a high what?
High C.
High C boss and a high I employee. Stay calm and unemotional. Why?
Because it'll shut them right down.
Shuts them right down. We had somebody say, if somebody's bubbling over with enthusiasm, I stop listening. One of the things, have any of you ever been in this situation in the workplace where there's somebody who always sort of commandeers the meeting?
Yep.
It happens a lot at Board of Education meetings. I don't know if you've ever attended any of those. And the thing is, the still waters run deep thing is pretty true. Your S's and C's are holding on to some really critical business pieces. Remember that people do things for themselves and not to you. So if somebody's being that high D personality and being the bull in the china shop because they're on the extreme end of that, it's really because they want to get things done and they think that that's the most effective way to do it. Very often, especially as women, we make ourselves the victim of other people's personalities. All of us have everything in us. So if I'm an I do this when I'm relaxed, I do this when I'm annoyed or need to man up, if you'll excuse the expression, right? When I really need to get tougher, I have so little of this, it's painful. Right? But we tend to gravitate towards the people that are in this sphere for us. So if you're a C, it's these people. If you're an S, it's these people. Right? If you're a D, it's these people. You're going to go to these people to play Dungeons and Dragons, and you're going to go to these people to go out and party with.